Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody.
Ahoy there. My name's Captain Billy J. Oh, wait. You're the captain.
I'm the captain. What are you talking about? I replaced the captain status.
Captain Sherry.
Can you guys hear us? Sorry, we've moved computers and studios around. I want to make sure that you guys can hear us. Danny D.
Danny D's here?
Did you select this microphone?
I don't know. Let me go into settings real quick. Audio. Okay, they can hear us. But let me just make sure I have the right microphone on. No, Logitech. We want this, right?
Yeah, USB. There we go.
Okay. Can you hear us better now? Sorry, we had the wrong microphone selected. So make sure you can hear us. Let me see. Give me a thumbs up or let us know if you could hear us. Looks and sounds great. Perfect. So, so this is the new captain over here. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me hop over to the chat and say hi to some people. And we are back, you guys. We had an awesome trip. It was so much fun. Danny D, hey. And she said, "Oh, it's my Darion."
How's it going, Danny D? She is really the spectacular supporter. You know that?
She is.
She's pretty awesome.
She is. Hey, Will G.
Will G.
Thank you for coming in. And we got Emily. Hey. Oh my God, I spent like 10 minutes looking for our final destination or Michael Bay it.
Raffy's here.
Ralphie, hey. And it's good to hear you. Cool. Hey Tom, I was trying to get your Marco Polos today, but they're not really coming through. They're freezing up. You might need to reboot your phone. Hey Rhonda, thank you for coming in.
How do?
Let's see who else we got here. Ralphie.
Raffy.
Raffy.
You know that guy, Raffy?
Yeah, I know him all
Or is
right.
it Alfie? That's what happened to Alf. Oh man.
Danny and Darion, talk to see if we can hear you too. So can they hear you?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
All right, they both spoke. Good Billy was a crazy captain driver. Thanks for the interview. You are so welcome. We got to figure out, Tom, how we get that on our page, on our channel, on our YouTube channel. I don't know how we do that. Somehow we could share it to our channel from your channel, but
I like that name, by the way. TWF.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool name.
I got to figure out how we do that. And then we need to add a Carnival Celebration playlist. I know how to create the playlist, but I need to figure out how to get it from your channel to our channel or link it. My Marco sucks. Yeah. You might just need to install and reinstall it.
That's actually happened to me because when I first got on there, I was having the same issues, and it works now.
Well, mine right now is every time, you know how normally it'll play a video and then go to the next one? Now I have to physically press the next one. So there's something going on with Marco Polo that they did, some update. Yeah, Emily, he actually got a shot today, so he's very finicky and restless, and they gave him a Tylenol because he was shaking.
He's shaking right now. That's why I'm holding on.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, he wants some attention right now.
Yeah.
It's a cute doggy.
Did it freeze? Did what freeze? My hat? My captain's hat? What are you talking about? What freeze, Rocky? Wayne's World. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Scrow's Nest. Hello to all. Love the background. Thank you. Yeah, we moved into this room because we have 3 of us. Danny actually decided to join this today. Isn't that special? He had so much fun on the cruise, he wants to talk about it. No, didn't freeze. Oh, for us to freeze? Yeah, we haven't froze.
I was freezing. I was playing freezing.
Tom's doing the dishes and I'm sick. I hope you feel better, Rhonda. So in case you guys didn't know, there was an outbreak on the celebration, but it was after like the day people were leaving, the day people got home. So everyone was fine on the ship. But when we got home, some people came down with the C word. Some people came down with just a head cold. Some people came down with the flu. Who knows what it really was, but everybody mostly had the same, not everybody, but most people mostly had the same symptoms. People were testing negative. Some were testing positive. So who knows what it really was, but hopefully everyone is on the mend. And hopefully, Rhonda, you are feeling better soon. I know some people sounded terrible the day after we got back. Oh, yeah. And I feel so bad for those people. Danny over here was a little sick, but he's starting to feel better.
Little? A lot.
Okay, well, he was a lot sick, but he's starting. Today, he was actually up, moving, cleaning, doing all kinds of stuff. So that's how you know he's feeling better. Hey, Mike and Rihanna. And Mike and Rihanna actually have a playlist on their page of all the celebration videos they are linking. So check them out. If you want to check out the playlist, go to their page. It's called the non-group playlist. Just shared y'all out and tagged Darion. Thank you so much, Danny.
Thank you so much, Danny. You're spectacular.
I was going to say, if you brought your laptop, you could have logged in under your account.
That's right. Didn't think of that.
Maybe I can send the interview through Facebook Messenger. Yeah, there might be a way off of Marco Polo, Tom. I haven't even looked or played with it. And you know me with Marco Polo, all I really know how to do is send something. But let me play around with it first. I might be able to download it from that. So I'll get with you. Thank you, Emily. Hey, Scratch and Pete. Welcome in.
Scratch and Pete.
Hope the dog feels better, but no hope of Danny feeling better.
You are feeling better. I told him.
How it is.
I told him you were feeling better. You were up cleaning and everything today. Hey, Z.
Mr. Z-Man.
So, we shared everyone on non-group cruise out on our YouTube channel as we have a non-group cruise playlist. Okay, yeah, I just talked about that. So check them out. If you can drop your link, Mike and Rihanna, do #defun. Oh, actually, Danny already did it. Thank you so much. All right, we are down to the bottom of the chat. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the celebration. So, both of you, how did you like the cruise overall before we start breaking it down into areas? So how'd you guys like it? Darion, how'd you like it?
I loved it. It was great. It's a beautiful ship. It's a big ship. I mean, it's huge. I enjoyed the Horizon a lot, and I always will. And I will also always enjoy the celebration as well. It was just so much. It was good because after you ate, you had to walk a little bit to
there was a lot of walking on this ship.
Yes, beautiful ship. The shows were great. The violins, I love violin music, and the strings did wonderful. But the best part was the group. We had a great group of people. That's what made everything flow and go. You know, the only problem with that, okay, it's not really, well, it is a problem, but it is we didn't have enough time to spend with each and every one. We want to spend time with each and every person. And we had little segments of each and every person, which is better than none. But I just wish we had more time, you know, too.
There was over 100 and how many people?
I believe. 130. I heard 136.
Yeah, there was definitely over 100 of us. So it was hard. A lot of people kept splitting up into little groups and doing their own little thing because you just couldn't keep up with everyone. Yeah. And what was cool about the whole thing before the group cruise was there was a Marco Polo group set up. So, and I think somebody said it's been set up for 2 years, but I didn't join it that early. But Danny would have killed me because that thing's going off all the time.
God.
But
Notifications.
but it's
Left
kind of
and
like
right.
a video
Bing.
chat thing, but it had like over like 100 people in there. So everybody was communicating before the cruise. So once you got on the cruise, you felt like you knew everybody. It was a really good, great experience. That was Danny and I's first group. Was that your first group cruise? No. Okay. It was Danny and I's first group cruise, and we would definitely do another one. It was so much. And Betsy and Mike from Beach Please.
Wonderful folks.
And Adventures Ahead, Michelle and Josh did an awesome job planning this. They put a lot of hard work into this. There was just activity after activity. So they planned a bunch of activities, but then there was also other activities that people were doing like in their groups. So it was just like nonstop. Everyone was doing something. We normally, Danny and I, usually when we go on a cruise, we do a lot of just like relaxing. There was no relaxing on this. And I was like, oh, we're going to be live all the time. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. There was no time for all of that. There was constantly something going on.
Go, go, go.
It was go,
and
go,
it was
go.
a 7-day cruise, too. It was one of the lengthier trips.
Yeah, it was a 7-day cruise. There was always something. And for instance, he went to bed. Or not to bed, but he went back to the room because he had to have some downtime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a very chatty person, so I was out and about with there was always something of somebody to do something with. So, and then of course, Darion and Rafi, it was steak and eggs with them every morning.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was good stuff.
So I got spoiled with the steak and eggs. So, yeah. So.
Well, it's not just breakfast, too. It's steak every lunch, dinner, brunch.
Yeah, you know it. And speaking of Marco Polos, Rafi and I, we were trying to make it a surprise. We were trying to make it a surprise. It works for a lot of people, more on my end than on Ralphie's. People had an idea, but they weren't sure. They were saying, "Oh, I knew." Maybe, but not as quick as they perceived to be. But it was the last day, and it just got out, and we were all sitting at the table at a Cuban restaurant in Miami, in a round table like this, and Rafi was going off, and he was on the Marco Polo. I'm in Tulsa. Here's my Mexican waitress, and she's Cuban, and she goes, "Hi, I'm in Tulsa." It's a Cuban accent, right? And there's definitely an accent, like north and south. There's definitely an accent change. And anyways, that's how we got busted. But a lot of people didn't know still that he or I were coming. We got to surprise Sherry, and Scott was up there. He was already in the room, but Sherry said, "Hey, Sherry, the other Sherry, hey, can you come down? I got a surprise for you in our hotel room." So we went to the hotel and we did that and everything. And this Sherry went to go talk to this Sherry. And then I walked in.
They ran in and was like, "Hey!"
It's on video and everything. Hey, and she's looking. She goes, "What?"
She was surprised.
Oh,
she
yes.
really was.
And then Rafi was hiding in the back. About a minute. And then he comes in and he goes, "What?" So we got to surprise a lot of people. Eric B. There was a bunch of people who knew, a bunch who didn't. But it was loads of fun.
So let me hop back over the chat, and then we're going to start talking about the actual cruise ship. So we have just Cody who has joined us. Hello, hello.
Howdy, Cody.
And we've got Bumby Selby. Hello, thank you so much for coming in. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. We got Tom says, "Yeah, I have a non-group cruise playlist on my channel too. I'll be adding it too as people release more video footage." Thank you so much, Tom. That is awesome. Just Cody. Okay, he's talking to Scratch and Pete.
Time marches on.
And they
knew that's for. Sorry.
Rhonda says, "I love the cruise and everyone on it, but I won't do another one that large." Really, Rhonda? You thought it was that large? Really? I didn't think. I mean, I guess it was large.
There was a lot of people, right? Because the ship itself holds over 6,000, 6,500.
Oh, you mean that you'll still do a group cruise? You won't do a ship that large? Is that what you meant? So it was a large ship, and we're going to get into that in just a second. So Rafi's bringing up another point about the captain. Let me get into about the captain hat. So my costume was Captain America because we also did a Halloween costume contest, and I was Captain America. So the running joke is Captain Billy J lost his captain status, and I'm the new captain. So that's why I'm wearing this.
What was that movie with what's his name? Forrest Gump in it. What Forrest Gump? What's the guy's name? The guy who plays Forrest Gump.
You're talking about Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks, and in that movie, that true story.
The true pirate story.
I'm the captain now. That's what you can say. I'm the captain now.
Patricia G, thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, Mom. That's my mama.
Oh, hey. The Z show. How was the internet? Well, it's funny you asked that, Z, because that is on my list right here. And I will tell you that the internet was amazing. We had no issues with the internet, except one day we were in San Juan, and the weather was really bad. It was raining, it was overcast, it was foggy, and the internet went out. And they said it was because it's Starlink, and Starlink is satellite. So the clouds and the fog and the rain and everything was blocking the satellite.
So it was choppy.
It was a little choppy that day. Internet. It was out, in and out for a little bit. But that was the only day we had issues. Other than that, it worked like we were at home. So excellent internet. Oh, I'm excited for you, Bumby. Have so much fun. What cruise are you going on?
Nice.
So, hey, Canadian Family Life. Thanks for coming in. She said, no, ship was fine. Group was too large.
What?
Wow, Rhonda. I didn't think it was that large. And that was my first group cruise. But I was so overwhelmed with everything. You've probably been on group cruises, so you probably think it's large.
Yeah, what's a typical group size?
Yeah, what's a typical one, Rhonda? Let us know. All right, so we're going to start talking about the ship. So let's start with the food. How did you guys like the food on the ship?
Absolutely loved it. Loved it. Like you mentioned the steak and eggs in the morning. Wow, I always got 2 orders. 2 orders of eggs, 2 orders of steak, medium rare. Happy man. The buffet was good. Oh, the service was good. We had one slow service, but I mean, it was all right. We were hanging out together. So, but the food was stellar. So, yeah, regular buffet.
Oh yeah, I did the buffet. Yeah, and the thing is, like this celebration has 6 to 7 zones, they call it, which is just different themed areas of the ship, and every theme has a corresponding different kind of restaurant that's built on that theme. So there, right off the bat, you have dozens of places to eat, right? So many options that it was kind of overwhelming, right? We didn't even know where to eat. We didn't even have enough time to try out all the various places that we could try.
Yeah, there was not enough days in the week or times in the week to Billy J. We were just talking about it, but we'll get back to that.
Billy J.
There was so many restaurants. So they had out by the pool, they had street eats, which are kind of like streetcar, food with, and they changed them, I think, every day, the menus. I don't know, because we didn't eat at it. We didn't get to it. But there was also a deli. There was pizza. There was barbecue. There was the buffet. There was the main dining room.
You tried the fried chicken? Did you mention that? Shacks?
There was Shacks. There was Guy's Burgers. There was
Mexican tacos.
Yeah, there was Chabang, which you could go to.
Salad bar, which I didn't even have time to try.
Hold on. Chabang you could go to once. Then they charge you $8. And then what was the other? What's the Italian? Whatever the Italian place is. You could go there one time, and then they charge you $8. Then
Grande.
then there was, what was the place you were serving?
What place? The salad bar?
There was a salad bar
Which
out
you
by the
tried.
pool
I didn't try it because
was
I had to go on the
Serenity
roller
deck, right?
coaster.
on the Serenity deck, but they were only open on C days.
Yeah, only on C days.
That's why I missed it.
So it was like you make your own salad bar, which was really cool.
And not to also include, not to miss out on, then the master dining room had the brunch, tea time, and all these other events that I wasn't even aware of until last minute, right?
Yeah, we went to a tea time in the main dining room, and those were on C days too at 3:00, and they had little like finger foods. And
was a lot.
It was included too. So all of that was just free options. We have not even mentioned any of the paid.
Yeah.
They did have a few paid upper choice restaurants that you could go to. There was like a steakhouse, there was a sushi bar, there was a hibachi.
There's a bistro place.
Yeah, all that you had to pay for. But
food.
we didn't even have time to go to all the free stuff, let alone get to any of the paid
It was
stuff.
so much, yeah.
You really need to do that ship
Sushi,
for
hibachi
2 weeks
bar.
if you wanted to go to every restaurant.
And then bars everywhere. Like so many different bars.
There was a lot of bars, but that's on our list, so hold on.
All right. Let's get to the agenda.
So there was that, and then so you really need to be on that ship 2 weeks. But I went to Guy's Burgers. I went there twice. And I went to Chibang, or not Chibang. What's the other one? The chicken.
Shack?
Yes, and I went there twice. But those were for snacks. That wasn't even for a meal.
Oh, yeah. I went through there all the time. Shack's chicken. I got the grilled chicken. I'll just go by and get two through them grilled chickens. There's some onions on it.
And the thing is, the sauces there are really good.
Mm-hmm. They had different sauces you could choose from.
Yeah. I didn't try the sauces.
Oh, you haven't tried the sauces?
So I'm on a.
Oh, that's right.
So let me ask you guys a question in the chat. Who goes or has gone to McDonald's who has gone to McDonald's for the fries and Burger King for the burger? Because that's what I was doing on the ship. I was going for the burger to Guys and the fries at Shack's. Because that's what I was doing. The fries at Guys were okay, but the ones at the chicken place were so much better. They were
spiced just right with the right amount of black pepper and were thin cut. Mm-hmm. It was just perfect for dipping in that sauce.
So let me hop back over to the chat and see if there's any questions, and then we'll go on to the next. Captain, this is the new one right here. We already talked about that.
Thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up.
So
there it is.
Mike and Rihanna are saying that there is a booze cruise next year from Ocean to Ocean. Is the travel agent for it. So if you're interested, it is on the Carnival Paradise out of Tampa. So make sure you give him, Bruce at Ocean to Ocean, or Eddie Lugo a call. Everything was good except the lava cake the first night was not their normal lava cake. It was like a pudding. Didn't even look good.
He has something to say about that.
Let's see. Let me just scroll down. Logo threw me a loop. Always nice to see you, Chris. Hope all is well. Okay. That's why you don't think it's large. It was your first one. When you've been on a few and know people, you don't get to spend quality time with all the people you want to. I guess I could see that because we didn't even get to meet all the people we wanted to, Rhonda. So I could totally see that. So
Rhonda, is it a little bit like dating? Like you always remember your first? Is that what it is? This is our first non-group groupers. So therefore it's going to be always has a special place in our hearts.
Yeah, I mean, we went on it not knowing anybody. I think Darion was the only person that we've met in person on this group cruise. We didn't know anybody.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, and we met each other, 3 times before?
And it was weird because we had already booked it before I even knew Darion was on it. So, yeah, we went in this blind. We didn't know anybody.
Not only that, I didn't even participate in the Marco Polos. Besides the voices, I recognize the voices. Yeah, in a way.
I I didn't even know Rafi. I didn't even know his channel. I knew nothing about him until
Who's Rafi?
Until you guys showed up. It's Rafi, right?
Yep.
He's telling us the restaurant.
Rafael.
Hey, Najuma.
Mrs. Juma's here. Hey, Mrs. Juma. Now she's awesome. Have you met her yet? She was on the group cruise back in last October on the Horizon. Yeah, wonderful lady.
That's your restaurant captain.
She's coming to Germany with me next year. So,
that's fun, Najuma.
On the group trip to Germany. So, by the way, 2 slots left if you're interested.
Okay, so the captain was not impressed. Oh wait, he's not a captain. Billy J.
The former captain.
The former captain was not impressed with the steakhouse service. It was slow and the food was not the greatest.
Oh, really?
You know, and I don't want to compare Carnival with Royal because we're going to do a show on that. But I have to say the last Royal ship we were on and went to the steakhouse, I didn't think it was as good either. So maybe they're maybe the steakhouse is stuff.
Could be the cow. I mean,
they didn't select the right cow. What about the escargot? Did you like the escargots?
I didn't. I let that go.
I was just about to say that, Billy J. If you did a back-to-back, you'd be able to go to all the restaurants.
I never heard of back-to-back.
Yeah,
back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
Hey,
is it like side to side?
Sort of, front to front.
Different angle?
Different angles.
Oh.
Our first was Adventures Ahead and like 25 people. Oh, okay.
Okay, 25. I can see that.
I
can see a nice little group.
That's all we heard was back-to-back.
Ship to shore cruise news. So, I know we're talking about the Carnival Celebration, but I just wanted to shout them out. If you want to see, and this was very interesting to me, actually, go to their channel and check out their latest video because he is interviewing the actual captain. What do you call it? People that clean your room? Not captain.
Steward.
And it gets the side of what they have to deal with every day when they're cleaning your rooms and what they experience. And it was really interesting to hear it from an actual perspective of them.
Of an actual worker.
Because
I've heard they have to put in like
12-hour
days and shifts.
Wow. Thank you. Ship to shore. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come to you and check you out.
He interviewed 2 of them. So make sure you go check that out. It was very interesting.
I will.
Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Unfortunately, we already have in October. What are you doing on Rhonda?
Interesting.
What you got? Where are you going next October? Wow. I want to know.
Can't believe people are booking cruises that far out, right?
There is another group cruise besides Eddie Lugo's. It's Cruise World. I think they're on the Celebration next year doing a group cruise for Halloween next year too. Bill does that. Okay, she's talking to somebody else.
Tell us in the chat, like, how far out are you guys booking your cruises? Like, are you at the year 2025 already or year 2026? I've heard some folks that they're already planning year 2026.
All right. We're going to pause right here because I don't want to get off topic and we have a lot more to cover. So, and then we'll go back to the chat. Activities. What did you guys think about the activities on the ship?
You're talking about the actual cruise activities?
Yeah, I'm talking about not the non-group activities. I'm talking about the actual ship activities.
I love the shows. The shows was it was a lot of fun watching the Halloween costume thing.
I will have to tell you on the shows, you need, if it's in they have like a theater area that's in the middle of the ship and it's 3 floors. It's a weird layout, but you need to make sure you are getting there early because if you don't, you're not getting a seat. Because I want to say a half hour before the show started, the seats were full. And we actually got there early enough. We got front row seats and we could literally touch the people as they were walking by.
Yeah, we're really tripping on their wardrobe.
And we were told that since we were sitting in that row, we are not allowed to get up at all.
Yes.
No bathroom
through
breaks.
The whole
We're
thing.
this close to the violin people.
Yes.
But like that.
It's a weird setup.
Like as if we're part of the show almost, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot get up, and you need to be there early. I'm telling you, those seats were full 30 minutes before the show even
But it was
started.
a very interesting experience. I never experienced a show like that, like right in the, almost like on stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So there was always, I want to say there was a show every night. We probably didn't hit a show every night, but there was a show every night. They also had trivia throughout the day on C days. They had slot pulls.
They didn't really have a belly flop competition.
I think they had something at the pool, but I don't know.
I think they stopped that. They stopped that a few years ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think what I've heard, someone got hurt and it changed everything.
Oh, really?
So I've been going on cruises off and on for years. And I was like, okay, belly flop contest. I know because I've been in one.
Mm.
And years ago, I mean, I'm talking years ago. But I was allowed to go watch though. And yeah, and it says, oh yeah, they stopped. Someone got hurt. So that's what I was told, but that's not official.
Huh? Because I know Royal still has it.
Yeah, Royal still has it. But they had like a dance competition, right? Like sexiest person dance off.
Well, they also had an 80s
You were in
party.
that one, right?
Yeah.
They had an 80s party, which was
so
awesome. They had a Halloween costume contest.
That was fun.
And then they had a white night. We didn't do that. Did you do that?
No.
We didn't do that.
80s night.
80s night.
We did the 80s night, but then there was another party. I don't remember what it
80s
was.
was totally rad.
There was the 80s, the Halloween, the
Very
white
tubular.
night, and I want to say there was another party, but I don't remember what it was. So there was 4 different things going, and they had a Halloween party. Besides the contest, they actually had a Halloween party.
Actually, yeah, we didn't go. Did we go to that one? Oh yeah, we did go to that one.
We did go to it.
Oh my God, there was so much.
So yeah, there was something almost every
All
night.
these events kind of just blurred together in our memories. There's so much going on.
So the bars. What did you guys think about the bars?
There was a lot of them.
There was a lot of bars.
We went bar hopping with the non-group.
They did a bar crawl, so we did
and
that.
Found out that a lot of you can drink.
So, and they did it in an interesting way. So what they did, because they didn't want to hold up the bars.
we just flash mobbed the bar and gave them like 50 different
What happened
cards.
was Betsy organized the bars. Betsy
That one.
From Beach Please. Somebody gave us who is this? Hold on one sec. Oh, I'm hitting
You're in the wrong window.
Somebody gave a super chat.
Oh,
You got to do it from over here. Give the doggy a bone, Rafi's second channel. Oh, thank you, Rafi.
Oh, look at there.
Thank you,
Rapsky.
You
Yes.
didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. And I don't even know how to find it on the StreamYard thing. but
Tuetis
thank you.
Barbaro.
So what Betsy did for the bar crawl was she organized it, and she organized every bar. Before she went, she spoke to the bartenders and organized each bar with a different shot. So each bar had the same exact shot, not same exact shot. Each bar had a designated shot.
that's drink type.
Yeah,
a
drink type.
Yeah.
So all you had to do was hand her your card. She walked up to the bartender and said, give me 15 of them. She had 15 cards, and they made that exact shot 15 times, handed them out, boom, done. And everybody was to the next.
The bartenders, they could pump out that many drinks.
And everybody went to the next bar. So there was probably like 7 or 8 bars, but it was very well organized. There wasn't, hey, I want this shot. Hey, I want this shot, where the bartender was all over the place. It was boom, this is the shot we want, 15 of them. Here's our cards. So she already had the shots already planned out for each bar, which was really cool. And she gave them a heads up that, a whole group of people are
coming. We're going to flash mob the bartenders. Yeah.
So, but yeah, the bars were awesome. I did hear one night that in the club there was a fight. I did hear that. We weren't there.
I heard that too.
But I did hear there was a fight in one of the clubs. And there was also a fight in the breakfast at the main dining room. There was a fight.
Breakfast brunch fight, right?
Oh, you know what? There was one right next door. right next door to me. A couple fighting.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh yeah, I came and all her luggage was strung all over the
Ooh.
hallway,
Wow.
and they were beating on the door.
Mm.
I said, "Are you okay?" "I'll be okay." Ooh.
So there was a lot of security on this cruise ship. Every time you turned around, there was security everywhere. And this was different for us because when we do Royal, we've never seen dogs. When we went on
never
Carnival,
see fights either.
well,
we
we
say
don't.
that with
Well, you don't know that. But for Carnival, when we went through security, you go through the security line, and then they line you up, and you're standing in a straight line, and they tell you to stop. You have about 50 people per line. They tell you to stop, and they take a sniff dog all the way down the line.
It's like an episode of Breaking Bad.
And then once the dog is done, they're like, all right, this line can go. And then you go back on, you get on the ship.
Real quick.
It was very different for us. We've never experienced that. I was like, why are we lining up? And then all of a sudden, here comes a dog straight down the thing. So that was very interesting. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
But only at Carnival, or have you had it
Carnival? Yep. It's just been. It was 2008 last time we went on a Royal. So lots changed since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
But but it seems like every time we go on Carnival, they have the ships, the doggies.
Let me just jump down here before we go on. Antoinette, thank you for coming in. Traveling Fools, out of 23 cruises, most of ours are on Royal. Same with us. And we're actually going to do
Loyal to the Royal.
We're going to do an episode that compares the XL Carnival to the Oasis class. You're
talking about Celebrity X? Or is that the next one?
No, this one.
This one.
We're going to compare it to Royal. I've already started. I made some notes, actually, Tom, on the cruise. So if you want to, if you even want to be on our live, since you're mostly on Royal, you can come on as a guest, Tom. How about it? You and Rhonda.
A guest correspondent.
Yeah, to talk about the differences. We'll get offline about it. Thanks for the shout out. You are so welcome. Let's see.
Can't wait to check out your video. I'm gonna check it out. I'm there already.
We have to book far ahead to get a full turnaround wheelchair accessible room. Yeah. They're very limited on those. So Will G, I have 2 booked for 2025.
Wow, really?
We don't have anything yet for 2025. We do have a few for 2024. Hey, Together We Travel. The Cruise World. Are you on that? Is that the one you're going on, Tom? I was actually looking at it, but I don't know. I don't know what we're doing next year.
Actually, 3.
October's so hard for us with work, but there's always a possibility. Stopping by to say hi, gotta run. Hey, Cheryl, thanks for coming in. Thank you so much. Right now it's 514 days out. We are trying to change ships so we can stay 2 weeks and not 12.
Oh.
We're actually 20 days out for our next one.
Look who's counting down already.
19 and a wake up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We are looking into 2025 already.
Another one, 2025ers. Damn. Anyone on 2026? Let us know.
Didn't do any spending time with people or latitudes to get my PIM. Okay, so I will say Rhonda got me hooked on this drink called the PIMS Cup. And what that is, I don't even know what it is, but it tastes like a cucumber drink. And it is amazing. So if you ever see it, it's at Latitudes on the Celebration. They were the only bar there that had it. And that's another thing I noticed. On this ship, on the Celebration, each of these bars had a specialty drink, and you could only get it at that bar. You couldn't get it anywhere else on the ship.
Yeah, they do that on purpose to make you move around and try out different things.
Yeah. It was hard walking through a crowd okay, so that's what I wanted to say, Tom, and that's actually, thank you, that's the segue to my next topic that I have on my list.
Right in there.
which was the elevators.
Here
So
we go.
this ship to me was very difficult with the elevators. And I don't even understand, Tom, how you got around in a scooter, because those elevators were so crowded. They were like, you were standing in the elevator like this.
They were very
every
narrow.
time. They were very narrow.
And there's only
They said
3
they
of
held
them.
20 people. They said they held 20 people in those. You could barely fit, I want to say 12 people in those. They were so tiny. So I really think that ship needs either more elevators, or they need a dedicated elevator for the disabled that are in scooters or wheelchairs or have strollers.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry,
Oh,
Darion's being rude and playing something.
My thumb hit the thing. I was like, ooh.
So I really think that they need to have a dedicated elevator for people like with
and that
strollers
kind of caused a net
or handy.
slowdown to want to enjoy the ship, because you're busy just waiting for an elevator, right? Half the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and then not every elevator went all the way to the 18th floor. So if
Right.
you have a stroller or a wheelchair or
Elevator
a
in the
scooter,
aft.
you had to get out and then go fight the crowd for another elevator to get up to the 18th
Yeah, they
floor.
needed more.
Yeah, they really need more
Yeah, that or
elevators.
just love climbing steps, right?
Yeah, we did a lot of stair climbing on this ship because
Working
you were
our glutes.
constantly waiting for an elevator that you could actually fit into.
Yeah.
And that was one of the reasons why we normally carry our luggage off on the debarkation day, but I already knew there was no way we were getting an elevator to put our luggage in there.
Oh yeah.
There was just no way. So we ended up having to check our bags to get off the ship just to make so we could walk down the steps to get off the ship and then get our luggage. That was the only reason.
And they weren't these smart elevators either, right?
Mm-mm.
They were just your regular elevator. So
correct. Rafi, again, thank you so much. I finally got down to it. Thank you. Anthony Simone. Hey, Captain Sherry.
Go
Thank
Gators.
you. No, not go Gators, but I'll be nice.
Oh, I was even thinking about that. It was Anthony and I would always say go Gators. Ooh,
All righty then.
I'm messing up.
Evolution Party. I didn't see the Evolution Party. Did you guys?
What's that?
I don't know. I didn't even see it.
Evolution Party?
Never heard of that one.
I don't know. Thank you. Yes, hit that thumbs up, everyone. Beach Please has a good video explaining how to do a bar crawl. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, everybody go check that out on Beach Please's channel.
Bar
Danny
crawl
D,
experts.
if you want to drop their channel, you don't need to go find the video, but you can drop their channel if you want. Let's see. First night, the club had a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling down. Hey, Blaine. I guess Blaine's in here.
Blaine's
but
here. There he is. He said howdy up there.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Hey, Blaine.
Sir.
Hey. Let's see. Oh, Ryan's in here too. We actually met Ryan on the cruise. Ryan Donahue. He was on the non.
He has a new nickname.
Oh.
Which is Stealth.
Stealth.
Very quiet. He'll be there for 1 second, then he's gone.
That's right.
And then you turn around, then there's Ryan.
He's like the Glimmer Man.
Yeah, right, exactly. he just pops up there.
One moment you see them,
Question for Darion. Did he become a huge Florida State? So this is another thing we want to talk about. Not Florida State, but they had a big sports bar with a big projection TV.
Heroes.
It was called Heroes. And they played sports in there, and it was a huge projection.
Cool decorated area. Right?
Oh yeah.
The only thing is they didn't play the biggest game, which was the Florida-Georgia game.
There were a lot of people upset about that.
There was a lot of people upset they were not playing the game, and they weren't playing the game anywhere on the ship.
They spared one TV, right?
Yeah, they weren't playing it anywhere on the ship, which was a big.
Literally, when I found out, see, I brought my laptop with me, so I said, all right, I got this. Everything. I have my European plug. I said, hey, whoever wants to watch it, I have a 13-inch screen on my laptop. You're welcome to come.
Probably he had people crowded all around his laptop.
It was great.
They really should have put on the TV. People were really annoyed about it.
Yes, and we had a Florida chants going. and there were a lot of barking. They were doing the barking noise. I was doing the gator stuff and everything. So it was a lot of fun. It had a good atmosphere anyway. Right across from the pizza place.
Yeah.
So Rhonda B says the Oasis class beats the Excel any day.
Interesting.
You'll hear our thoughts soon. Yeah, we like going on. Okay, cool. Tom and Rhonda, we'll plan something. You guys can come on and we'll talk about we'll compare it. That'll be awesome because I actually on the cruise put notes in my phone.
She actually took notes, guys.
I did.
She never takes notes for anything
I did.
else. When it comes to
We
cruising,
should do for this,
forget
huh?
it.
I was taking notes on the cruise versus
She's serious
everything
about
I
her
saw
cruising.
about Carnival, and we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. And also, Tom, booking far in advance also, is usually cheaper. You could usually find a good rate further out. For instance, we booked the Utopia the day it came out, and now I think we got it for $350. Now that same exact sailing has tripled.
Wow.
And it's next year, next September. It's out of Port Canaveral, 2025.
Ship, right?
But it is a group cruise, and there is some rates locked in. So if you're interested, you need to contact Bruce. It's September 13th of 2024. So if you still want the old rate, don't book it through Royal because it's going to be triple. So he's got rooms held right now. Billy J likes the Oasis class over Excel. So I have a question for Billy to answer in the chat. Since you were on a back-to-back, was it worth doing 2 weeks on the Carnival Celebration, or would you have been fine with a week on the Carnival Celebration?
Good question.
That's a question for the captain because he just did it 2 weeks in a row. So let's see what he says. No, we are not going on the cruise world. Okay. 22 days till our Vista cruise. That's exciting, Antoinette.
Nice.
Captain Billy, did you give your... Oh, you weren't on for the beginning. So he has given up his captain status.
I wouldn't say given up.
Well, he hasn't given up, but...
So we're a mutiny.
Mutiny.
So the Halloween contest, I was Captain America and was wearing this hat. So the running joke was that I'm the new captain. So
that was from Captain
I'm
Phillips.
the captain now.
Yeah, that movie.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
The captain now.
That I took his captain status away. All Carnival ships do that. Special drinks for certain bars. Oh,
I didn't know that.
That's good to know. I did not know that. Blaine, Sherry probably found my lost hat in the Grand Cayman. I didn't even go Grand Cayman. Sounds like the elevators had their ups and downs. You're so funny.
That's pretty good.
Okay. So elevators are always a challenge, especially when I need to go just one deck up or down to use the bathroom. But see, it was even a challenge for us. So I know, Tom, it was a big challenge for you. And I felt so bad because even us, like we were constantly trying to find the steps because it was just to get anywhere. It was crazy. Yep, Antoinette, then that's going to be you on the Excel ship because that's exactly, the elevators were just, and that's probably why so many people were sick, to be honest with you, because you were literally like this. And anybody coughed, it was right in your face. And not only that, when you got off the elevator, there was no hand sanitizer anywhere.
Yes.
That's another complaint that I had about the ship. There was no hand sanitizer near the elevators, and that's the place where you really need it.
And occasionally someone would bring a plate of food in the elevator and it would smell so good.
And people were all breathing on it and stuff because you're like right on top of the person. I wouldn't want to be, it was not.
Okay, so I'm going to put you down, buddy.
I'm
starting to get tired. I'll put you down. Buddy.
Yeah, they need to do something. As hopefully in the Jubilee, they did something with the elevators. Because Pim's cup shot, shot lemonade, muddle.
Cucumber, shot of lemonade, muddle, shake, double strain over ice, top with lemon and lime. She knows her stuff.
Oh, that's good, Rhonda.
Very nice.
Very good. Thanks for the tip on the bar crawl. You are very welcome. Anthony saying, hey to Darion. I love the Heroes Lounge because the ice cream truck was right there. And yeah,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And they have the strawberry flavor with strawberry with vanilla. Oh, so good.
Crud, I got busy. What I missed. You're gonna have to watch the replay,
Goose
Mike.
Awesome folks. Awesome
Yes.
folks.
Yes. All right. Let's get on to our next topic, and then we'll come back down to the rest of the chat.
You talked about elevators, neighborhoods.
Yeah, so there was different neighborhoods on the ship. We kind of talked about it a little bit. Each one had its own little theme.
You're talking about the zones?
Like the
7
zones.
zones?
Yeah.
Okay,
mhm.
yeah. Yeah, they were pretty cool.
So they did have, well, you could talk about it because I didn't do it, but
What?
the Bolt.
Yes, they had a roller coaster on top. Can you believe that? They have roller coasters on cruise ships in the middle of the sea. So the only downside with the Vault is, one, it's short, but then the other part too is you got to schedule it to a particular time slot. And if you miss out on that time slot, then you miss out on your chance riding the roller coaster. And that sucked for a few people because some of them were their actual appointment times were canceled
On the last sea
because
day.
of
It was the last
wind.
sea day, and they
Yeah.
would, they didn't get to make an appointment for it until the last sea day, and then the wind got really strong and they closed it. So they
Yeah.
didn't get on it at all.
So it's a little bit hit or miss. The other part too you have to be aware of is that they have certain rules when boarding that roller coaster. You can't wear wet stuff. You can't wear anything loose like glasses. They have to be strapped on. Your hat has to be taken off, stuff like that. But besides that, once you get on it, it's pretty fun because it just shoots you out. The cart itself is electrically powered. It's not an actual mechanized track like a traditional roller coaster. So that's the part that's really weird because you're expecting that ramp up time, but there is no ramp up time. You just it shoots you like a bullet out of a barrel of a gun. And after that, it's smooth sailing. You just you just rotate all around the ship until you get back like 20 seconds later. And then you ride it again. It's two times, 2 rotations per person, pretty much.
I wish I could do that. I have a bad back, so it's hard for me to, yeah.
I videoed it. I was the video person.
You got
Now the question is for Billy, but you need 2 weeks on the Excel class to see everything, and that way you can rank them too after seeing everything. I will have to say the one restaurant that I didn't have a good, well, there was actually 2 that I didn't. So the deli, I didn't like.
You didn't like the
But
deli? Oh, come on.
I only went once.
Come on. I
which-
like the deli.
If we would have been on the ship another week, I would have gone twice to the deli and given it another shot and gotten something else. Because it
Number
might have
10?
just been what I got.
number 10.
No, I had
Exactly, the number 10, because I got the right sandwich. You didn't get the right sandwich.
And then the barbecue. What's it called?
Barbecue.
The barbecue place.
Pig and Anchor.
The pig and anchor.
So they gave me somebody else's order, and we were in a rush because we had to be at an event. So I couldn't send it back.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
our
I
pet
just
peeve is
ate
being
it,
late.
and it wasn't good. So I don't know if it just wasn't good because that's not what I
I like
ordered.
the brisket
or-
though. The brisket was good.
Yeah, the brisket was good, but that kind of annoyed me. So
Yeah,
That
but
was
everything
on-
else was dry, right?
yeah, the chicken was all dry.
The pork was dry.
The pork was
So
dry.
was your mac and cheese.
We had to wait for a table.
Yeah.
So there was that, but those
Maybe
were the 2.
it's because they were understaffed.
If we were on a back-to-back, I would have definitely back-to-back.
Wow.
I would have definitely tried them again. Yes, we need the 2 weeks to see most everything on the, yep.
I do agree with that. Like, there's so much to do on that ship. 7 days is not enough, which is weird, right? To say that on it.
We should
7
have
days
just
is a
done
lot
1
of
week
days.
on Celebration instead of a back-to-back. We've been on Mardi Gras, and it's very similar. I could agree with that, Captain. Oh, not Captain. You're not a captain.
Demoted.
Former captain.
I could agree with that. I would say maybe a week and a half because I don't think I could go back to the same ports again. 2 weeks in a row. I could do it a couple months with a break, but I would want to go somewhere else. I wouldn't want to do the same ports 2 weeks in a row.
It means more ship time, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could do more ship time and not get off the ship, but the shows would be the same. Everything else would be the same.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's one thing I did, and I don't want to get into the whole Carnival versus Royal, but I feel like there's a lot more activities on Royal. So
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, on an Oasis class ship there is. So
but there's a lot more food options on Carnival.
But there's a lot more food on Carnival.
So
So
that's
if you
where
want
I'm
to
at.
eat
Depends on
more
what you're into,
places,
right?
you want to do Carnival,
Or a lot
right?
more drinks, a lot more
So,
bars.
but we can talk about that on another show. I love going to the 13th floor.
Nah.
Good points.
Well, there needs to be a new captain in town. We now have demoted Billy J to staff captain.
Uh-oh.
Can't wait to hear his response.
Oh, goodness. There's a drink called a labadoozy, and you can only get that on the Royal Caribbean's Port Labadee. I think we've been to Labadee once.
Yeah, once.
Worst guest on the ship out of our 7 cruises. What? Worst? Oh, I know what he's talking about. We had this conversation. So what Cruise and Koozies is talking about is that a lot of the guests were not friendly on this cruise versus others that we've been on.
It's thousands of people though, right?
It is. It's over 6,000 people on this ship, but I kind of feel like I know where he's coming from, and I don't know if it's just Carnival or if it was just the ship. I feel like the people weren't, I mean, they were friendly, like our group was friendly, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about other people.
Could be the luck of the draw too, right? Maybe a different sailing would have more outgoing people.
What do you say? I just lost, wait a minute.
Oh, you lost your position in chat.
I lost
I
the
can't
chat.
be demoted. What? Click on that.
No, hold on. Where do you see that?
You were mouse
here it is.
right there. I can't
That's
be
where I
demoted, only promoted to Commodore or Admiral. Admiral Billy. Ooh.
I watched and okay. We had unpleasant guests on Celebration last November. Most guests thought they were above any. That's it. That's exactly what we talked about right there, Blaine. You hit it on the head. You're right. That's the impression I got. Captain said he is not a fan of Bolt. Oh, he's not the captain. He's not a fan of Bolt.
It's, it's a little bit pricey for $15 per person to ride essentially a 20-second ride, but I would say it's interesting to do it out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Next time there's a costume contest, I'd rather watch than be caught in TGE crowd waiting.
Oh, yeah. We had to wait for our turn.
Okay, so that's another thing on this ship. And then we're probably going to have to do the rest of these on another show because we've already ran into the hour. But that's another thing. They had a costume contest, and they probably could have broken it up. They had the groups. They had was it solos or couples? Yeah, and then couples, they also had kids. Groups. That thing lasted over an hour, and it was just.
And we were just standing there.
And we were just standing there.
And once we got to our turn, they just told us to march through the stadium, which was like a 20-second thing.
Yeah, so I feel like it could have been. They should have split it up. They should have done the kids and their own things. I feel like the kids didn't get all the attention that they really should have gotten for the costume contest. They should have done like a parade with the kids and do like a whole little thing, which they didn't do. And I feel like they didn't get a lot of attention because they were just trying to rush through because there were so many people in the contest. So I think they should have broken that up a little bit.
I also noticed that I'm here, Cruise Nuts. I'm here for you. I noticed though that they also, when it comes to the party events, they ended it sharply at a particular time, like clockwork.
They did, but they couldn't end the Halloween party contest like that because there was too many people lined up. But yeah, Like the 80s party, exactly an hour. Cleaned up,
Boom,
done.
like they shut everything down. Lights, music, as if nothing happened.
And I also
And there were people there that still want to keep on partying.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
there were a lot of people.
There was a lot of people there. They definitely wanted the 80s music, but Lee packed up, done. And exactly an hour. And Lee was a really good cruise director, but I never saw him anywhere but events. Like I never saw him walking around. I think some people saw him the last day in our group, but that was it. Like there was he didn't walk around much. Nobody ever saw him. Pick an Anchor is a hit or miss, either good or bad. Nothing in between. Was cold and not good last November, but it was new. And I thought, I want to get Lovey's Fat Life's opinion on the Pick an Anchor, because he is our barbecue connoisseur and he ate there.
Connoisseur.
He ate there, so we're gonna wait
Hopefully
for
he'll
his
tell
video.
us if he eats the meat against the grain or with the grain.
Pig and Anchor wasn't too bad the 2 times we had it. Much better than North Carolina barbecue.
Oh, that's a tick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Captain's on it now.
Not all Carnival ships have that many food options.
That
Yeah,
is true.
because we were on the Magic and I don't remember that many food options.
No, there wasn't that many. I would say there was a lot better shows on the Carnival Magic, but less food options. So it's a bit of a trade-off. It's a small ship, though. It's to be expected.
All right. Thanks for stopping in, Ship to Shore Cruise News. Scrow's Nest. Our back-to-back was 2 different itineraries.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, okay. I think this back-to-back might have had 2 different. I think they went to Mexico on the second leg of ours. We had 1 port difference. St. Martin to St. Thomas in the first week. And that's 1 port we have never been to is St. Martin. We've been to St. Thomas a few times.
I liked it.
So good job. Blaine called him Billy J. This is YouTube admin. Please change your name and remove the captain. That is considered false advertising.
This is getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
It's like identity theft going on.
It is.
Oh goodness. I got stuck on the Mardi Gras. So I got to do it 3 times.
Oh,
How did you
nice.
get off of it if you got stuck on it?
You had to wait your turn until they power the darn thing back on. It's all electrical powered, so I can see that happening.
Your thoughts on Lee, the cruise director? I thought he was a good cruise director. I don't think he was just visible much. I think he was
pretty busy.
I've seen him on other cruises where he's around in the ship a lot, but I never saw him anywhere. We actually did see him once. We saw him in the little coffee. That was another restaurant we forgot. There's a little bakery.
Yeah, that
coffee.
opened
yeah.
hours, but I didn't even have time to try it because it was so stuffed.
Java Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like a little coffee shop with like
That's where I was at.
pastries and stuff,
Pastries
and most
and
of it was
smoothies,
included. There were a
coffee.
few things you had to pay for, but it was mostly included, which was good. But we saw him standing there talking to some people. But we were in a group activity at that point. Cruise directors in Excel class are kept. Yeah, he was all over the place. I can tell you Lovey's thoughts, but I agree. Get him on here, LOL. I think he's going to do a show on it. Probably knowing. Then Lovey already has a video out. If you guys haven't watched it, it's a room tour of his room. He put it out last night.
Oh, 2 cruise directors. That would be an interesting concept.
You're right. They do, Blaine. They really do. They do need two cruise directors.
It's like a floating city, right?
And I feel like if they have 2 cruise directors, they'd be able to have more activities. I feel like there aren't as many activities as there could be because there's only 1 cruise
and they really
director.
are kept short because there's only 1 cruise director.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Maybe we'll have a 2
I'll
hour.
write them a letter.
Another letter. Oh my
Just
gosh. That's the phrase that she kept saying throughout the trip. I want to write them a letter about this, and that.
Cruise nuts, Pick and Anchor's reheated barbecue, in his opinion.
What? Ooh, those are strong words. I don't know. The brisket was pretty good.
Yeah, and box food. So Rhonda said they love St. Martin.
Yeah, I never.
Banana cream pie at the MDR was the best. Oh, I didn't even have it. I'd eat it off the elevator floor.
Yeah.
Would you eat it out of a shoe?
Raffy would.
Oh, The shoe.
So-
we got footage of that. I'll have to edit that.
Something very funny. Is it on his
I
channel?
don't know how you can
Yes.
even get.
So if you check
some
out
kind of instruction
Rafi's channel,
Viso's Travel.
yeah, Vizio Travel, he did his beer. He
Oh.
did a short out of his shoe. So make sure you guys watch that. It was very entertaining. Javeloo's
Just
awesome.
Don't eat something while watching
Yeah.
it.
Lee really didn't want to do the 80s party.
I
Yeah,
heard
they
about
had
that,
changed the 80s party. They got rid of it for the costume or the Halloween party, but
And
then
they added it back last minute.
I think a lot of people complained, and so they brought it
it
back.
was pretty fun. It was a lot more fun than the
Mhm.
costume one, I think.
Hey, Clock, welcome
Clock.
in. Clock's on the booze cruise right now.
Clocky clock.
Let's see. The food at Rudy's wasn't worth paying more for. Okay. And I'm glad you said that, Tom, because I wanted to try Rudy's, but again, we had so many free options that we never even got to. I'm glad we didn't try it then. And I was actually looking at their menu, and Danny doesn't really eat a lot of seafood, so I didn't really want to waste the money for that. So I'm glad you said that. Now I feel like I didn't miss out. Thank you. 2 cruise directors, but only now I've replaced that status over there.
Look,
Billy
we're
J.
just gonna have to draw a line throughout the ship, and you can have one part, and you can have the other.
Captain, right here. A Hey
I'm
Muncie
the captain
channel.
now.
Go to St. Martin and Moho Beach where the planes fly low. I definitely want to try St.
I heard
Martin,
about
but
that.
I
the
did too.
2 cruises that we have planned already for next year do not go to St. Martin. So we're gonna might have to book something else just to go to St.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Martin.
there you.
There goes
Let me know when.
2025.
Let me know when.
We didn't see any shows. Oh, so you didn't even see any of them, Mike?
Really? There was quite a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were good, I would say. High quality.
No room in the elevator. You are correct.
Yeah.
There was no room to eat off the floor in that, unless you're going to eat off the top of somebody's foot. Let's see.
It's so good, Ralphie. Ugh. Talk about the
Fred,
shoe.
gotta run. Bye, Cruise and Koozies. Thanks for coming in. Ahoy there, dress wearing clock.
I don't know about that one.
This was my cheapest cruise ever and free drink package.
He was,
yeah. So he did not know that he had a drink package, you guys.
He was proud of that.
He got on the ship and then he logged into the app and was like, wait a minute, what does this say? And he's looking at it and he's like, I think I have a drink package, you guys. I didn't pay for this. And so didn't he go to guest services just to confirm it? And they were like, yeah, you have a drink package. So yeah, we actually love Rudy's, but it's probably in what you order. I didn't like Chibang. So Chibang, yeah, I did want to say that. Chibang, I was not impressed. Now, their appetizers were really, really good. We're about to get off of here, honey. Okay. Their appetizers were really, really good, but the food that we got for the entree, I didn't think was that good. So if I went back there, I would just do appetizers.
Yeah, just do that because the appetizers are the ones that have the unique hybrid fusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of Asian and Mexican.
And I feel like I had gotten, didn't I get a short rib? I think I got a short rib and it was overcooked. No, I got the salmon and it was overcooked.
That's
it was
what it
really
was.
dry and it wasn't good. It was not good. And your food wasn't
I got the
even,
pork. Yeah.
and that wasn't that good. Did you like yours?
I did.
Well, you always got steak. Everywhere
Yeah.
we went, he had steak. You can't
Steak.
really, you could overcook it, but
Medium rare.
my seafood was overcooked at Rudy's. Oh, maybe it's just all those restaurants that they just,
You just imagine the logistics with the food, right? Because so many restaurants and so many
yeah. All that.
Hey, Sean from the Down Under Cruisers. Thanks for
Sean.
coming in.
How about your spaghetti eyes, Sean? Sean, Sean filmed Spaghetti Eyes in Australia.
Really?
No kidding. He made a video of it. So if you haven't seen that Spaghetti Eyes video from Sean from the DUC, Down Under Cruisers, make sure to check them out. They have one.
Much better seafood here in Pensacola. Yeah, I would say here out on the beach, we get fresh seafood, so it's kind of hard to Oh, come on, Blaine. That's gross.
That's
No, we didn't go. We went to the beach in St. Thomas. We didn't go anywhere else. We just went straight to the beach.
Sapphire Beach, actually. Different beach for us.
Yeah, we went to a new beach. Normally we go to,
nice.
I said new, not nude. We usually go to Megan's Bay, but we tried something different. And
Which you like better?
I like Megan's Bay. But benefit of the doubt,
Could have been the weather.
It could have been the weather. The water was really rough in Sapphire Beach and
Yeah,
Megan's Bay.
We got some footage of
When
that.
we've been in Megan's Bay, it's usually like smooth as glass. Turtles are swimming by you.
Less people.
It's less people, and they also have like a server that walks down the beach, and you can order drinks. You had to actually go to the bar and order them.
But there was a lot of iguanas
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes, there's iguanas everywhere at
Up
this
on the
beach.
trees, pooping on.
Yeah. Captain said I saw Kmart, but didn't go in it.
No, they have
Kmart.
This is pretty good seafood.
I wouldn't
Not
mind going to a
super
Kmart.
great, but
Yeah.
good.
Difference.
Blue light special.
Oh, he's pacing again. I wonder if he has to go out.
Yeah.
Darion is like me. We don't find much food we dislike.
That's being
You
picky.
have to go out, bud. Hold on. What do we?
You're gonna end it soon? Let me
Yeah.
take him out too.
Captain. Let's see, Rhonda. We love Rudy's on the Mardi Gras, but everything I got on Celebration was overcooked.
Wow.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe they don't make it in the actual restaurant. Maybe they make it all in one area and disperse it throughout the ship.
Could be because they had on the buffet. They had similar stuff in the main dining room as well.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sean. Thank you so much. Yeah, the cab. So to Megan's Bay and Sapphire Beach, the cab rates did go up. The last time we were there, I want to say it was like $8 and it was $15.
That's a big increase.
Yeah, it's gone up. No, we didn't even get a chance to eat. I forgot emeralds. I didn't even say emeralds on my list. No, we did not get to emeralds. We walked past it several times, but we did not eat there. So go to Sapphire. If I had to choose between Sapphires or Megan's, I would go to Megan's.
Yeah, but the Sapphire was pretty good.
It was
too.
good. I
was
would give it
good.
a second shot, but if I had to
Yeah.
choose one.
They both have gorgeous views. I can tell you that.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, I didn't finish my list. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a whole list here. So, and we're already over an hour. So I'm going to go on and get off of here. We're going to grab some dinner. Oh, it's going to cost a lot for a cab to Tutu Mall. I don't know. I don't even know where that is.
Don't mess my tutu.
But we're going to go on and get off of here. Because yes, Celebration Talk Part 2. That is correct, Lane. And
That's
we
right.
will,
Part two.
oh yes, the
Deuce.
price of gas, Rhonda,
Tutu.
was crazy. I was
Tutu.
like,
Tutu.
what? What does that say? Their gas is crazy expensive in St. Thomas. But yeah, we're going to do a part 2. And if Darion will get back on with us, that would be awesome for part
Absolutely.
2.
Thank you.
But we will do a part 2. But I want to thank everybody so much for coming in and spending your Friday with us. And just a heads up, Danny and I just posted a video right before we left or while we were gone. I don't remember. From the Magic Kingdom of the Halloween Disney. No, it was
Fantasy of the Parade.
Yes. So go check that out. And we'll start posting our
We have a lot of content recorded of this trip. It's going to take me a
Yeah.
while to edit it all.
we gotta go through and start editing and doing all that.
But expect that soon, though.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for coming in and thank you. And we will set up a part 2 soon while it's still fresh in our heads because I still have a whole rest of this list. And then I want to get with Tom and Rhonda to talk about Royal versus Carnival, and we'll set that up. So look for some more lives for us. But I will be back with my normal Tuesday live starting next week.
Das ist gut.
Yes. So thank you guys so much.
Until next time.
And this is the new captain. No more Billy J.
Uh-oh.
Captain Sherry and Marcus.
All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much.
Tschüssis.
Woo.